Ironically, health and wellness hasn't always been a part of my life.
But what made you decide to start selling on Amazon, and when did the real growth pivot?
So, if I look over the last 12 months, it's the fastest growing channel in the business. It's one that excites me no end.
And how has your presence on the platform changed from the first day you were listed to now being firmly established?
It just gave us visibility, traffic that we didn't necessarily have on own channel.
The UAE has made strong efforts to build a robust digital economy, creating an environment for entrepreneurs and local businesses to grow and thrive through online retail. In this landscape of opportunity, Amazon has emerged as a crucial partner, empowering SMBs with the tools, technology, and services, helping them to scale their business online, reach millions of customers, and contribute to the country's digital transformation and economic growth. One clear example of this lies in the growing electrolyte drinks market, valued at $38.3 billion in 2024 and projected to reach $66.6 billion globally by 2034. The UAE is no exception, and Humantra, a homegrown wellness brand, is at the forefront of this trend. In the premiere episode of Tamkeen, a new series by Amazon UAE and Economy Middle East, we sit down with Charlie Wright, the founder and CEO of Humantra, who will reveal the extraordinary journey of scaling a local startup into a rising star, and to hear how Amazon has helped turn the startup to scale rapidly, reaching international customers and tapping into the full potential of online retail. Without further ado, Charlie Wright, CEO and founder of Humantra, it's great to have you here with us at Economy Middle East.
Amazing, thanks for having me.
Now, Charlie, let's start with the story of Humantra. What inspired you to get into the wellness and hydration products market?
Ironically, health and wellness hasn't always been a part of my life. Prior to Humantra, I'd had two different iterations of businesses or brands that worked to varying degrees of successes. But for me with Humantra, it was a real passion project in the early days. And really when it came to health and wellness, it was evaluating what to do in that space. And so, doing that legwork in the early days, it became really clear that the most universal health need and the most universal pursuit for wellness came in the form of hydration. It's not a niche need, it's a universal one. And so this gave us a really big addressable market of people to talk to. Just like most people, I was struggling to drink enough water. I often had headaches, brain fog. I was always feeling tired. Our bodies are made up of 70% water, our brains more so. All we really crave is more water. In terms of long story short, I partnered up with the team at Huda Beauty Investments, and fast forward 4 years, it's been a pretty wild ride.
Now, Humantra today is just a click away, but what made you decide to start selling on Amazon, and when did the real growth pivot appear?
So from day one, the plan was to build out an omni-channel business, but Amazon wasn't a part of that from day one. To caveat all this, I've lived here 11 years and I know how much of an Amazon-centric market the UAE is. So there was always a point in time when Amazon would come into it, but from a brand level perspective, it's incredibly important that we were really close to our customers on own channel. So we were able to email customers, talk to them, understand how they love the product, and really build product market fit, which was incredibly important for us as a brand. We launched onto Amazon in the UAE 12 months ago. It's a real conscious effort. As like I said, Amazon is a huge part of culture here. I personally have been a Prime member for a long time now, and I use it probably pretty much every day. And my logic is if Humantra isn't on that platform, we saw the search volume for electrolytes on the platform was increasing over the years. And if we weren't there, then people would probably be buying other electrolytes on the platform. And so it made total sense for us to really put that omni-channel strategy into place. We launched on Amazon 12 months ago. I fast forward 12 months now, and we're the number one selling supplement on Amazon.ae. So not just the number one electrolyte, but the number one selling supplement, which is a homegrown brand, which is really exciting. And it just gave us visibility, traffic that we didn't necessarily have on own channel. So it's been a really helpful channel at being added into the business.
Now, as you mentioned, apart from getting your product in front of millions of potential consumers, how has Amazon actually impacted your business growth?
I think having the credibility that Amazon has given us has been incredibly powerful for us. People discovering Humantra for the very first time, seeing the bestseller badge, seeing a position on the bestseller pages on Amazon gives us the credibility. It's not just me standing up and saying this product's great. It really is a great testament to the products, the reviews we've got. So credibility first and foremost. Second, I would look at consumer experience as being a huge part of what we've done as a brand. I don't believe the product we sell is purely the electrolyte that you put in your body. It's the whole experience. We're a huge community-led brand, but consumer experience is at the core of everything we do. And we think about every touch point. And I think it can be very difficult managing deliveries. And with Fulfilled by Amazon, it was the easiest decision we made to put products into FBA because the delivery experience is unrivaled. You can be ordering Humantra in the morning and you get it that evening, which I think from a consumer experience perspective is second to none. And I think more to that point, it's like as a brand, we're always looking for incremental growth, not cannibalizing existing growth and revenue in the business. And Amazon has given us that incrementality in this region. Amazon is 20% of revenue for our business now, and the channel only launched 12 months ago, which I think is really exciting.
Now, tell us a little bit more about your growth journey with Amazon, and how has your presence on the platform changed from the first day you were listed to now being firmly established?
If I look at it in a broader business context, we've managed to build a global business that has been, built in the UAE. And so the UAE has always been our testing area where we build up playbooks, we test and learn. Case in point with our e-com experience back in 2022. And Amazon was exactly the same. We used it as a test market. Honestly, I didn't have any real expectations about the impact it could have on the business. But I mean, if I reflect 12 months on, Amazon as a channel is 20% of business. It's our fastest growing channel in the business, which excites me no end. We've reached a whole new consumer base. It hasn't cannibalized existing revenue. I think we found real incremental revenue to the business. And so testing out UAE to go from having fairly limited expectations of what the channel could do for us, and then fast forward 12 months having the bestseller badge in the UAE. But furthermore, that moniker of being the number one selling supplement on Amazon in the UAE has been incredible growth and one of my proudest achievements for a homegrown brand as well. And I think just like our other channels, we built up an understanding, a familiarity of how to operate on Amazon. And then off the back of that, we launched in the UK. I think we started to monitor search terms increasing in the UAE, and we internally sat down one day and thought, let's have a look at what it's like in the UK. And we saw that 4 times the amount of people in the UK were searching for Humantra than they were in the UAE. And immediately blown away. So how can we very quickly get onto Amazon UK? And again, now we're on Amazon UK with bestseller badge. We're in KSA as well, and Amazon UAE. So, if I look over the last 12 months, it's the fastest growing channel in the business. And having such great relationship with the team at Amazon, we believe there's still a long road to go ahead of us. We think the category is still growing very quickly, as you alluded to at the start of this interview. And there's still so much for us to do on the platform. And I think one thing we've done really well as a business, we are always looking to get better. We never let great results mask what's happening. And we're always trying to find ways of optimizing. We're always trying to find ways that we can improve our display and visibility on the platform. We're always looking for tips and tricks that can improve performance. Some of those key moments on the platform, whether it be, Prime Day, where, Amazon gives us the ability to act like a big brand. They provide all the big traffic to us, and we're set up to be able to provide our best-in-class products to those people as well.
And finally, as a successful entrepreneur, what would your advice be to other entrepreneurs and small businesses looking to launch in the UAE on Amazon?
I think it comes down to depth. I think it can be very easy to look at the platform and think, I'm just getting my product on there and it will sell. But one thing we've learned working super tight with the Amazon team, with our own agency support as well, is that there is so much you can do on the platform. And if you really invest time, energy, and resource in learning how to improve on Amazon, set your products up for success, I think it could be easy to put a load of money behind and really hope for the best. But from a brand-led perspective, we've been so impressed with the capability of Amazon, the opportunity as well. So I'd say really put some time, effort, and depth behind the platform because it will prove dividends.
Charlie Wright, appreciate your insights.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.